Definitely the most well-documented Boxster out there.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Aaron, and right over there is my really good friend, Paul. Hey guys, Aaron here, and I got Shop Dog Millie down here with me today. I just wanted to make a really quick video. Today on Help Me DIY, we're gonna do the suspension on the 1998 Porsche Boxster. We're gonna do the rear today. Yesterday we did the fronts.
They said it was one of the most well-documented Boxsters out there. And they weren't wrong. This car wasn't just another cheap sports car. It was someone's project, someone's pride.
Today marks exactly 1 year.
Built, modified, and shared piece by piece with the world. Every bolt turned, every upgrade, every mistake, all of it documented. But somewhere along the way, the story just stopped. The car was sold, and then nothing. No updates, no videos, no explanation. Until it showed up like this. Crashed. Abandoned. Thrown onto an auction lot. No one knew what happened. No one knew why. But we knew it was worth a try. We're gonna take this 986 Boxster and turn it into a GT3 RS. Arguably one of the best looking Porsches ever produced. With its 4.0 liter naturally aspirated flat six engine, an insane active aero, including its massive rear wing, the 992 GT3 RS has become not only my dream Porsche, but a dream car for enthusiasts all around the world. But there's a catch. We're using 3D printed body panels that are custom made specifically for this car. You're probably wondering, how did we get these panels? Well, we made them. We made them out of PETG material and spent hundreds of hours assembling these beautiful panels to put on this car. This is about to look insane. So let's get started. The first thing we did was remove the front bumper, although to be fair, it was already halfway off, which definitely made our job easier. Once the front bumper was off, we immediately ran into our first problem. Either the hood or the hood latch was completely crooked and it would not latch properly. We tried hammering it back into place and adjusting it, but it still wasn't lining up the way it should. So for now, we decided to leave it and come back to it later. Next up was the headlight. And this might have been the easiest step of the whole project. Yeah, probably not a great sign. We removed the hood and then we jacked up the passenger side of the car so that we could remove the wheel. And upon removing the wheel, we discovered that this Porsche has Bilstein shocks, which can cost up to $4,000. This definitely helped in our build budget. Plus, this will help us later on down the line when we get the crazy huge wheels for this car. Next, I removed the fender liner so I could access the bolts underneath the fender. All that was left was the last remaining bolts that held the fender on, and off came the fender. After we removed the passenger fender, we started to really see how much damage this car really took in. Whoever drove this car before clearly had a little too much fun, and we're about to have even more fun. My brother got to work grinding off the back skin of the hood, while I put the passenger wheel back on so that I can get over to the driver's side and start disassembling it. Wait. You might be wondering, why are we cutting up the hood? Well, you see, all hoods have a back structure on them to make them strong, but our 3D printed panel doesn't have any back structure at all. So we're using the old back structure to put on our new hood so that we can use the factory latches and mounts to make this process way easier. Anyways, back to work. Taking off the wheel, taking out the headlight, taking off the fender liner, and then finally taking off the fender. My brother's still cutting away at that hood, while I did some finishing touches on our new hood. This new hood consists of 44 individual pieces that were all assembled with a soldering iron, plastic welded together. The reason why we sanded the back of the hood is so that we can add carbon fiber on the back, so it's extra reinforced. Now that that's out of the way, I'm helping my brother separate the hood. This part was very easy to do as it came off like butter. As you can see, we took our old hood to a new home, the garbage, and we moved on to mounting our beautiful back skin back on the car. It was time to dummy fit our new hood to the back skin. This looked insane. I'd say that's a good day of work. Okay, so we have the hood roughly mounted on the car, and this is crazy. Just look at this. So this is obviously not put on to the back skin yet, but as you can see, we will put that on. But wow, just look at this. This is crazy. Yes, crazy indeed. But before we get started on day 2, we had to go for a little bit of a joyride. Okay, so the car is not too slow. Obviously, it's old. It's from 1998. But this thing put up pretty well. But there is a lot more work to be done. Because now we're starting day 2, mounting the front bumper and both fenders. This is where it's going to get really interesting because we're not even sure if these panels are going to fit on this car. But we're doing it anyways. So we moved the car into the garage so we could address the damage.
Just bend it down.
Yeah, this hood was a pain in our butts.
Look, it wants to go down.
And still not straight. And that wasn't even the worst of it, as the whole left side's frame was pushed in. Hammering away at this was even worse. We tried everything from hammers and chisels to air guns and even a little bit of flame. All just to get this little peg out. After a little bit more of everything, and a little bit more of everything again. Oh, and one more time. It finally came out. That was fun. Yeah, this car's been through a lot, so that's why we're turning it into a GT3 RS. Alright, now let's dummy fit our bumper. We were using wood blocks to try and hold this thing up, but, well, it wasn't working so well.
No.
Yep, something's wrong. Looks like the vents on the back of the bumper need to be trimmed a little bit. So we marked and cut, and then took it to the back. Alright, time to lay down the carbon fiber. Our solution was for every 100 grams of resin, we would use 2 grams of MEKP hardener. This ensures that it will cure right and will have a good bond. We can't mess this part up, or else there's no going back. Carefully laying down each piece of carbon fiber, brushing it down, and repeating that over the whole thing. This used a lot of resin. But then it was done, and we dummy fitted it back on the car. We even lined up the fender. Obviously, the front bumper wasn't at the right height, so let's fix that. But before we mess with the front bumper, we gotta get this hood in the right spot. So we're whipping out the old laser level to find the right center point for our hood. After some adjustment, we got the hood in the perfect spot, and we were ready to get started on our front bumper. We're using the old stock crash bar pegs to create our new crash bar to mount to our front bumper. This is about to look amazing. We welded our new crash bar onto the pegs first so that we can take it off all at once and finalize it. After that, we're making some adjustable brackets to be able to adjust the bumper to our need. We put some riv nuts in our crash bar and we test fitted our adjustable brackets before we finalize weld them. After we knew our fitment was good, we prepped the brackets, welded them together, grinded it down a bit more, and then we were ready to put it all together. Finishing up some more welds, tighten up the 5 bolts underneath, and that's about it. We welded 5 nuts on the inside of the plate and then screwed it from the bottom, and it works perfect. Gaps are flush. It looks amazing. And I don't think it's going anywhere. Now it's time for our fenders. We're cutting up some old brackets we found lying around to make some temporary mounts. Okay, so this is what we use for our fenders. We use this ghetto design, but it definitely works to hold our fenders. It's just this garage door railing welded with this metal plate we found lying around, and we glued it together, and that held the fenders on pretty good. This is obviously temporary, as we are gonna be making final mounts using the old fenders of the car. So if we go inside of our bumper, as you can see, we laid down our carbon fiber successfully, covering the whole thing. Our mount we made is gonna be great. These 2 points we're gonna finalize weld so that this does not move anymore. We just wanted to make it adjustable so we can find the right height. And then the bumper should be good. It should be in the right spot. We also use these standard, I guess, clips? I don't know what you would call them. But we use these to hold on the front part so that it would keep it nice and aligned. And then other than that, the fender should be strong after you use these and these temporarily. These two things, like I said, they're used to temporarily hold it together. We're just using this so that we can get the right reference point so that we can finalize mount everything. And after all that, it was time for the reveal. The moment you've all been waiting for. The front end of the new and improved Porsche Boxster. All the hard work paid off, and this is barely just the beginning. We still have to mount the rear quarter panels, the rear bumper, and a whole bunch of other stuff.